So as said already, Friday we talked about functions. Which values do we care about in functions? X or Y. We care about the x's. Okay, so ordered pairs, I'm going to underline all of my x's. What do I look for now?
If there's the two x values.
If I see if they are the same. Do I have any that are the same?
Yes.
Which one?
The -2.
-2. Okay. The first one we got -2. What should I get on the second one? -2, but do we?
No.
No. So is it a function?
No.
No. Okay. Number 2, do we have any x values that match?
No.
No. Okay. Someone asked if 5 and -5 are the same thing. It's a good question, but no. Okay. Their opposites are not the same value. Okay. If it's -5, the other one has to be -5 for it to match. Okay. So is this number 2 a function? Yes. Okay. What happens when we get to table values? When it's in a table instead of ordered pairs?
Look at the x.
Same process, right? Still look at the x. Do we have any values that match?
Yes.
Where?
The -1.
-1. Okay, first time we got 2. What do we get the second time? Sorry, we got -2.
We got positive.
+2. Is that a function?
No.
No, because they do not match. Okay, if this came out to -2, would that be a function? Yes, okay, because -1 still only has one value. It just showed up twice. Okay, good. What about number 4 when it's in a graph? How can we tell by looking at a graph?
If it's like in the same.
How many solutions should each x value have?
One.
1. Okay, so if I checked every x value, remember that vertical line test? Every x value, or if you took your pencil and slid it across your graph, am I going to touch one value every time? So is this a function?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. What if I had a dot right here? Would that be a function?
No.
No, but in this case, this is a function. Okay, any questions with functions? Okay, what about number 5? These are good practice problems for that end of year NSCIS test, okay? When it gives us a function, so it gave us f of x equals 30 divided by x, and then it gives us this right here. What does that mean? What does it want us to do?
Substituting the 6 or the x for the 6.
Yep, so we're going to take 30 divided by 6. All I did there was I plugged in 6 in for x. Okay, so what's our answer? 5. So our answer is B. Okay, any questions over the quick check? All right, moving on, we're going to talk about graphing our linear functions. Okay, we're going to learn 2 different ways to graph this chapter. We're going to learn first the XY table, and then we're going to learn a different way next week. Okay, but today we're going to do XY tables, which you have done before just a little bit. Okay, so what's the difference between a linear equation and a linear function? How do I notate function? How do I write function?
FUNCT.
Yes, but in math terms.
Like the domain in the graph.
F of x. Okay, and the example I used last week was just x plus 2. Okay, so that's written in function form. How do I write it in equation form? What did we say was the same thing as f of x? What did we say is also the same thing as f of x? Not x.
Function. Oh, yes.
Y. Remember, f of x and y mean the same thing. Okay, so a linear equation and a linear function, those mean the same thing. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's talk about this. It wants us to find solutions of y equals 4x plus 3.
I know.
Any idea?
We don't.
Wait. No, I neither.
What does it mean by find a solution?
You need to find you need to just basically just
Find out what x equals. Okay. When we plug in an x, what are we trying to find? We're trying to find that y. So we need to figure out x values to plug in for y. Okay, so everyone draw an xy table for me. Okay. The values you're going to use every time.
1, 2, 3.
Nope. -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Good question. Does anyone know why I use those 5 values?
Even number.
Because it's even because there's a zero. No, you.
I think you're both on the right track.
It's the small.
So we have negatives. We have 2 negatives. We have 2 positives, and then we have our neutral, which is 0. Okay, so this is going to touch all domain and range of the graph. Okay, it will show us all of that. Okay. So now that we have our XY table made and we picked our X values, how do I find my Y values?
Flip them.
2, 1, 0, and 1,
We got to actually find these.
Oh, whatever two.
One,
Whatever
nine,
is double
four.
the other one.
Duffel bag.
Think what we've done.
Plus 3.
What do you mean by that?
Oh wait, times it by 4.
We substitute.
Substitute all of them. Okay? So what you need to do now is I'm going to take, how could I rewrite this in function form?
What was it actually?
F of x equals 4x plus 3, yeah? So now remember back to Friday where we did f of negative 2. What does that mean? I plug it in for x, right? So someone tell me what I need to write. Yes. Now I just need to evaluate that. What's 4 times negative 2?
8.
Negative 8 plus 3,
Sold bag.
negative 5. So here I get negative 5 for my y value. So how do I find the rest of them? Same way, yep. F of negative 1, we get 4 times negative 1 plus 3. What do I get for that value? What's 4 times negative 1?
1,
Negative 4 plus 3?
Oh.
Negative 1. Okay. Now I need to find f of 0. So I have 4 times 0 plus 3. What's my answer for that one? 3. Now I need to find f of 1. 4 times 1. 4 plus 3. 7. Last one, f of 2. We need to do 4 times 2 plus 3. What is it? 11. Okay? Now, what was the whole purpose for that?
To find a Y value so you can find the function.
Okay, we found our function values. That was our y values. Okay, so we found our function values. What does that give us though? What's the whole point for an XY table? What do they give it to us? What does it give us?
Options.
Answers.
Ordered pairs.
Yeah, ordered pairs. Does that make sense? So now, what do you think we're going to do with those?
See what one makes graph that.
We're going to graph them, okay? Go ahead and draw a graph on your somewhere. I'm going to draw one right here.
Why would you ever say that? You what? Nobody did me too.
Don't be sorry.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Someone tell me what my 5 ordered pairs were again. From top to bottom. Negative 2, negative 5.
Let's take the fourth one, isn't it?
Keep going.
It's the third one.
Negative 1, 3.
What's next?
0 and 3.
Thank you. What's next?
1 and 7.
And then,
3 and 11.
you mean 2 and 11?
My bad.
Okay, good. Thank you. Now, with these ordered pairs, we need to graph these. Okay, when graphing these, what form are these written in? First of all, X, Y. Which one is my x-axis? Show me with your hands. Horizontal. Y is the other one. Okay, so to graph these, where do we always start?
X.
Yes, before that, where do we start on the graph?
The first
The origin. We start right at the middle in the origin. Okay. On our first one, if it says X first, think of number lines. Where do I need to go? X first. Negative 2. Where do I go? Which direction? Left 2. Where do I go from here? Down 5. Yes. So left 2, down 5 puts me down there. Okay, my next value, I always start at the origin. Tell me where to go. Left, down 1. Yep. Before I keep going, what should our graph look like? What kind of functions are we dealing with?
Extra word.
Linear.
Linear.
So it should look like what?
Line.
It should be a line, okay? Our next one, 0, 3. I'm at the origin. Where do I go?
Stay.
Up 3.
Stay and then up 3. Good. Okay, I'm going to go off the graph a little bit, I see. But from the origin, where do I go for my next one? Right 1,
Up 7.
up 7. I'm going to go way off my graph. That last one, where do I go?
How's that possible?
Down 2 and up 7.
Right 2, up 11. Okay? Connect your dots. Did we make a line?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay? So to check, your graph should always look like a straight line. Don't go off of my drawing. But your graph should always look like a straight line. On your homework or any ever time, if you ever go off the graph, that's okay. Okay? It's not always going to be perfectly on the graph. Okay? Go ahead and try this one on your own. So what is the first step you should do? Make your table. Make your table. What values am I going to use? -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. And now what do I do? Plug in those values. Okay, get your ordered pairs and then go ahead and graph them. So I'm using our function or our equation y equals x plus 2. Okay, how do I use that to find my y values? Plug in the x values. Okay, so if I plug in -2, I have -2 plus 2 gives us 0. Then I have y equals -1 plus 2, 1. Y equals 0 plus 2, 2. Y equals 1 plus 2, 3. And what's my last one going to be? 4. Do you see a pattern? It keeps going up by 1 every time. Okay? So, this is what I mean by showing your work on these. Okay, showing me that you understand how you're getting those y values. Okay, now, what was the whole point of that? To get your ordered pairs to graph. Yep. If you graphed it, what should it look like? A line. Does yours look like a line? I'm not going to take the time to graph. Okay, but does your graph look like a line?
Yeah.
If it doesn't look like a line, okay, how can you go back and check? So let's say if I graphed and my points look like this, and then I have one that looks like this.
That could be correct, no?
How can I check where I went wrong?
It's opposite. What the? Where's an end? That is a
Which,
chicken.
so I go back to my, where I plugged it in, and go check where I went wrong on that specific point, because you know where that point should be, right? Okay, that's why we write out to make sure we know what we're doing and what values we're getting. Okay? Questions?